Hello everyone, welcome to Marlin Chess Kids. Today we'll show the gameplay by Mihailo and Dmitry. And this beautiful game complete in only 20 moves with a brilliant sacrifice of the rook. And let's see how the game play. The game starts with the pawn to e4. Then c5 was played. And now the white continue to play knight f3, e6, then d4. And now the black just capture the pawn, and then the knight capture it back. And here the first four moves, you can see that the knight in the center is very strong, controlling the position in the center square. Then the black play a6, and after this bishop to e2, then knight to f6, trying to attack the pawn. And here the white just move the knight to protect it and develop the knight. So this is the first 5 moves at this position. You can see that we have the opening of Sicilian Scheveningen at this position, and this is after the 5 move. You can see that the white is slightly better with one knight in the center and another knight in the developing stage. Then the game continue with a d6, then the white just go for a short castling. After this the black develop bishop to e7 to prepare for the short castling, and at this position the white launched the attack with the f pawn, a very strong pawn, and control 2 square, and basically control 4 of the square from d5, e5, f5, and g5. So f4 was played, and now the black just go for a short castling. Then the black just move the king to h1 to save, to prevent the queen goes to b6 and pinning the knight. And also the queen have the idea to attack the pawn at b2. So at this move, the white just moved the king to h1 to prevent the king from being pinned. And after this, queen c7 was played, and now the white developed another piece, bishop to e3, and after this b5 was played. So at this move, this is the first 10 move, and you can see now the position become equal for the both sides. Then the game continue with bishop to f3, trying to push the pawn, attack the knight, and you have the idea of bishop attack the rook. It's a very simple idea, a tactic with a single move double attack, and to win a piece in the material exchange. So bishop b7 was played to prevent this from happening, and the white keep on attack with the e5 pawn. So after this, the pawn capture, and now the f pawn capture. Now this is giving up one pawn in the center, and if you quick capture the pawn, then the white will just win the bishop. So after this move, the black play knight f to d7, move away the knight from being attacked, and at the same time the knight is attacked the pawn. So the idea will be capture the bishop, then you'll be winning a pawn in the exchange. So the game continue with bishop takes the bishop, and now queen takes the bishop. Then the queen to h5, trying to pressure the white by attacking the pawn with the rook. And also you have the idea to double up the rook, and then you have 2 rook to attack the f7 pawn. So after this move, knight c6 was played, and now you can see white is slowly gaining a better position in after this exchange. So after this 16 move, the white just capture the knight and go for the action. Now queen capture at the knight. Then rook f3, trying to threaten mate with a rook to h3, and the queen just capture will be a very simple checkmate at the rank 7. So after this move, g6 was played. g6 was played, and now the queen moved to h6, also again with the idea to move the rook to h3, and the queen just captured the pawn and checkmate. So after this move, the black play rook f to d8, and you can see this is a tactical blunder, and with this it caused the white to win the game and mate in 5. I give a couple of seconds to figure out how the continuation of the white to play and mate in 5. Well, congratulations for those who found the answer, and for those who like to enjoy the show, here are the moves that the white play and mate the game. After this move, here you have the brilliant sacrifice from the white, which is a rook takes the f7 pawn, and the next move will be queen takes the pawn and checkmate the king. So after rook takes this f7, the black capture the rook, and after queen capture the pawn at h7, and now the queen is checked the king. And now you can see that the king has a very limited place to move, and here is going to be checkmate in the next 2 moves. Therefore the black resign the game. And let's see how the game, if the black continue to play. If the black move king to e8, then from here the only way to checkmate is to have the diagonal checkmate. Queen takes the g6 pawn and have a diagonal checkmate, and this the black have nothing to prevent the diagonal check. So after queen capture the pawn, then you have to move the king to f8, and now you have the bishop to h6, and the checkmate, the king cannot be moved. So bishop to h6, you have a very simple checkmate by the bishop. And again, if at this position, if you move the king to f8, then you also can play a bishop to h6 again for the diagonal check. So bishop to h6, then again the king move to e8, and now again the diagonal checkmate with the queen. Queen takes g6, and this again a diagonal checkmate by the queen, and the bishop is attacking another square. So again another diagonal checkmate, the king cannot be moved, and it's a very beautiful checkmate with the rook takes f7 sacrifice. So if the king move to h8, then this will be a very simple move, such as queen takes the pawn, it will be a checkmate, or the queen move to g7, and also it will be a checkmate. And back to this position, in order to prevent this, you can just play f5, and after play the f5, then if the rook goes to h3, then you just play rook to f7, and this rook will prevent the pawn from being captured and being attacked by the white. And with this, at this position, the black will be better in this position. It's a very strong defense that the white is very hard to attack and checkmate easily. Another addition that you can play also, you can play f6, and again if you move the rook to h3, then you just push the pawn and push the rook up, then this pawn at h7 is protected and cannot be captured easily. And back to this f5 position, if you use the pawn to capture the end person, then the bishop will just capture. And if you move the rook again to the h3, then the rook to Hf7 to protect the pawn, and this structure is still again cannot be easily attacked from the white. Therefore, the best move is for the defense is to move the pawn to attack. And this is one of the beautiful defense from the black by moving a pawn forward rook at f7. And with this, thank you.